put on your metaphorically silly socks and zip, zap, zop your way into another tasty little bagel bite, where we're celebrating the weird and quirky creatures that listen to the podcast. This week, we're reading listener emails that touched our hearts and souls, sharing important can drinking tips, ranting about the inaccessibility of paper straws, and taking a strong stance on petty theft. Also, Kristin gets sing-songy and pep-steppy. Grace holds out hope that one day she'll be the type of person who can take shirts immediately out of the dryer, and we both pledge to start swearing more, for the sake of the children.
They said that we'd grow out of it. Well, the joke's on them, that's just our brains. We're eccentric, loud, and stubborn, and most of our clothing is covered in stains. It's not a deficit of attention, there's just too much to think about. So if executive dysfunction becomes a little too much, if you forgot why you came in this room, or you're hypersensitive to touch, then put on your seamless socks and come join our little flock. Bitches stimming together, we're weirds of a feather, weirds of a feather.
Whoa, for the longest time. Ooh.
Doesn't translate to kazoo very well.
No, not a kazoo song. Okay, are we recording?
Are we recording? I just don't know.
I do, yes, we are. I can see it. It's right there.
Nice.
All right. We're
Oh,
zipping. We're zopping.
Zipping and zapping.
Zipping and zopping.
Zopping?
No zap. Zip, zap, zop.
Is that our new slogan? Let's zop on into it.
Yeah.
Zop.
Zop and
Let's
slop.
get it zopping.
Yeah.
Let's zop away.
Yeah.
I hate
It'll
it.
be like climbing where you say zopping, zop away. You know,
I don't
like falling, fall away.
I feel like I have to climb to understand that
You
analogy.
wouldn't get it.
I wouldn't get it. It's one of
It's
them
really
climbing
complex.
things.
Yeah. Only climbing bros.
Only
know.
climbing bros know.
And
You're not a true criming bro.
You're not a true climbing bro or a true climbing bro. I am both a true climbing bro and a true climbing bro. Whoa.
Multiple hats.
Yeah, I'm wearing all those
You're
hats.
Juggling a lot of hats
Someone's
here.
got to juggle those hats. All right. Should we zip zap zop into this?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then let's start it off with a little welcome to Weirds of a Feather, an ADHD-adjacent podcast. I'm your host, Grace Bourret.
And I'm your host, Kristin Stanhope.
And we're in. Look at that.
Look at that. We got a little tiny nugget-sized snack for you today.
Yeah, just a little
me. Yeah. So if you've got food in your mouth, spit some of it out.
Yeah, clear room.
Clear a place for the table, because we got a bagel bite for you.
Yep, it's a bagel bite.
It's a bagel bite.
So get those mouths ready.
Yep.
Close your eyes, open your hearts, and open your mouths. Close your butts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, keep them closed.
Definitely, yeah. Hopefully that was closed the whole time.
Yeah, if not,
we've got a
final
problem.
warning.
Yeah.
Close it on up. We don't need, that's not this kind of podcast.
Yep. Grace.
Maybe Potter's Potties. I would like to start this bagel bite with a warm-up question that I thought of yesterday.
Okay.
Based on my life experience.
Okay.
Do you have certain clothes that get really wrinkly, so you need to take them out of the dryer immediately once they're done drying, but you often miss your shot, so you put them back in the dirty basket to try to get it again on the next round?
You and Christopher are so stinking similar sometimes. He does this all the time, or he'll rerun the dryer on a very low setting to try and get the wrinkles out again.
Yes, I will do that. But there's some clothes that cannot be de-wrinkled that way. So it's just like, I'll try it again on the next round.
My steamer. Just use the steamer.
That's so much work.
It's not work.
Often, I have like 3 shirts that like I don't even wear. Part of it is because they're always wrinkled. But it's like, I don't even know if I will wear this, even if I can get it to de-wrinkled. But I have a couple shirts I've been washing for months. over and over and over. I'm like, oh, miss it that time. Put it back in next time. Oh, miss it that one.
Just take a morning.
I have an iron also. I could do.
Yeah, but it's so much easier to steam because you just
yeah,
and
the
it's
steamer
done.
is nice. I use your steamer on my lampshade for my fabrics,
Ooh.
so thank you for that.
Yeah. Well, we now have like a steaming mop, so and it like detaches, so you can just have that.
Fancy. Can
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know where you live. If I really need it, I'll grab you.
Yeah, if you got a fancy event, you don't want to use your mop.
I don't
want to
use my mop on a nice dress.
Yeah.
I did use it on. We were going somewhere, and I had to use it. And I was like, "This will do." But
and it worked?
It worked. Yeah, it was fine. But yeah,
So you don't do that to answer my question?
No, I don't do that to answer your question.
Miss,
I try to
laundry.
avoid fabrics that are like really, really wrinkly. Like if you've ever bought something with 100% rayon,
Yeah.
like forget it. It's like
Get out of here.
get out of here. There's no way. And then linen, I find linen is like a great summer fabric, but it's just so wrinkly. I feel like you have to live in like 100% humidity to wear linen regularly.
Yeah.
Because
Or you have to like open up the dryer as it's still running.
Yeah.
Take it out right away.
Take it out,
And
hang
still steam it probably.
Right. It's just, and then like don't move once you put it on. 'Cause
Yeah.
it will just instantly
stand
wrinkle.
there.
But it's so like easy breezy,
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Cover girl.
Yeah. In the
So
summer.
you avoid this problem by just not even buying the fabric to begin with.
Yes.
All right.
I try to
That's a
stick
good
to
workaround.
like poly blends and cottons, which are, and then also like, I have a job where I show up to work and I change into pajamas, basically.
That is nice.
Scrubs. And so I show up to work looking like garbage because I am. And then I change
Real trash girl.
into, yeah, and then I change into scrubs.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not operating, I'm going in scrubs.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Why not? I
Yeah.
love wearing PJs during the day.
Exactly. I'll be comfy at work.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you out there and you're listening, if you are the type that has like 3 shirts that are always wrinkly and you keep washing them over and over and over and you can never seem to get it, let me know. Let me know if you do this fun little quirk that I also do.
Yeah. Also, get a steamer. It will. Who irons anymore? No one.
You know
Just
what it
steam
is? I think it's me having hope for myself. You know, it's holding on to
Never
this hope.
lose hope.
Yeah, never lose hope. And this shirt represents the hope that I always hold for myself in the future. That like one day future Grace will get it. She'll take that shirt out of the dryer on time. It'll be wrinkle free. She won't even have to steam it.
Yeah,
And
but like,
who is she, you know? Who even is she?
wouldn't it be nice if you just like spent a morning? You're like, these are all the
No,
shirts I need to steam.
Because that's more work.
Because if
I'm doing a wash
steaming-
anyways. Just
yeah,
throw
if
it
I'm
in there.
Steaming something.
Try again.
I'm steaming everything that needs to be steamed. Like,
But that's a whole production. I don't have that kind of steaming time.
yeah, but you've got to make time for it. Like, it doesn't have to. It can be like once a year steaming.
I did steam my curtains also, and it took so long, so I've only done like half of them.
Yeah,
So it does take a long time.
we hung curtains, and I'm like really hoping the wrinkles will just come out eventually.
That's what I was hoping too, and it has not happened yet.
Oh no!
But hey, maybe
Gonna have to
there's always
steam
next
'em.
month. So yeah, you might have to steam them. All right. Thanks for playing along with my warm-up question.
Yeah.
Let's get into those little plishes.
Oh, should we do the?
Yeah, you're going to
Okay.
sing without me.
I was gonna sing without you. I was so excited. I've been very sing-songy.
You have. You're
I just like
singing up a
can't-
storm.
I don't know. It's
You got a pep in your step.
I don't know. It's
I got silliness going on. Some
I'm-
silly socks today.
silly socks. Let me
Yeah.
see your socks.
No, they're just regular socks. I
Oh.
mean, more like
Oh,
the spirit of
metaphorical
metaphorical
socks.
silly
I
socks.
see. I thought
The
you
socks-
actually had
No.
silly socks on.
I do have silly socks, but I'm not wearing them now. I got my alien socks, my pizza socks.
Mm.
All right, let's do that little plush
Okay.
song.
Little
plishes. All right, Kristin, what's your little plish? What did you accomplish?
I got to my doctor meeting or doctor appointment, as most people call it,
Yep.
on time by
yeah.
tricking myself. I'm
Nice.
really proud of it.
Yeah. Use whatever works.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do this more regularly, but I put in the time for the appointment 15 minutes earlier than it actually was,
Smart.
and obviously forgot that was a thing. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm running late, but nope, showed up on time. And then when I checked in, I was like, oh my god, the appointment's at 9:15, not 9 o'clock like I thought. So
That's so nice. What a little gift
it
you
was
gave yourself.
like I was like, this is great.
Yeah. Do that all the time.
Yeah, I should do that all the time.
Yeah.
So
I tell people to lie to me about what time things start. I'm like, please lie to me.
Yeah.
It's not being a bad friend. You're helping both of us out.
yeah,
So please lie to me.
and you'll never know, right?
Yeah. I'll be like, wow,
so yeah,
I'm right
but
on
I was
time.
pretty proud of myself.
Good job.
One, I was proud that I actually forgot because when you remember and you're like, well, I've got time.
Yeah, and I'll always hold that in my brain. I'm like, oh, that's not the real
It's
time.
not the real time.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I forgot, and then I'm glad I'm glad I made it.
What a blessing.
Yeah, great.
When memory problems become a blessing.
Yeah. Grace.
Yes.
What's your little push?
I, yesterday, with the help of Ian, but I initiated it, took down the Christmas tree.
There you go.
January 21st, right on time.
Right on time.
Just right when you should take it down.
That's right. You got to get those fire hazards out of the house.
It was essentially, a pile of matches at that point. So I'm like, we should probably take this out of here.
Yeah, because I feel like after Christmas, you're not watering it, right?
There was a ton of water in there. We were still watering it.
Oh, really?
Because we like having it up. I like having a shiny thing in the corner with lights on. And we were also just too lazy to take it down. And it just looks so nice. But yeah.
It was a nice tree.
When we picked it up, all the needles fell off. It was like a cartoon.
Yeah.
But the water was full, so she just wasn't drinking anymore.
Well, it's because it's a dead tree.
She was dead,
probably.
Yeah. But I'm proud that we did it before the end of January.
Yeah.
And isn't that a little plish?
There you go.
Most people will be like, Grace, can't believe you left your tree up until January 21st. But no, this is little plishes where we applaud ourselves for doing it instead of saying, I should have done it earlier.
I have a coworker who says he doesn't like to get his tree until like Christmas Eve.
What?
And then he keeps it up until like almost March.
All right.
I'm like, I don't want to knock it.
I kind of respect that. I'd rather have it earlier on.
Not for me, but if that's what you like to do, sure.
Don't yuck his yum.
I'm not yucking it.
Don't
I'm just
you
saying
his woo.
It's different, but that's what he does. So good.
Different is good, as Randy Kirschbaum says on 98.9. You don't get the reference now.
No, I don't get it.
Ian and I are always mocking her because she always says that. Different is good. It's a very local jokes get local work. So
yeah, it's a weird saying. Why would she say it like that?
I don't know. She says it every single time,
like,
and
sexually.
we always are imitating her. Different is good. It's like this little secret that she has. All right.
Okay.
On to the next thing.
Yeah.
So we got a schmorg today, like always. It's a bagel bite. It's a bagel
bite.
bite.
The schmorg bagel bites.
I have a few notes and write-ins and points from our listeners, our wonderful listeners.
Yay!
Thank you guys for listening, by the way. We did our New Year's episode and we talked about the year, and I realized we didn't even say a big thank you to our listeners and supporters. I listened to the end of it.
It was an implied thank you, but we really should thank you.
The thank you is always there, and it should be implied, yes. But sometimes I know it's nice to hear it from us. So here it is. You're hearing it from us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate your support. We love when you guys write in. We love your participation. We love how excited you get about the podcast. It's just always fun to hear back from people.
Yeah,
so even if we're not great about responding,
yes.
remember, it's not you, it's us.
It's definitely us.
We have a lot of executive dysfunction.
Yeah.
That's the thing I didn't really think about when we started this podcast. I'm like, yay, it'll be people responding to us. And I didn't really think about we'll also have to respond to them. Yeah. In my heart, I'm responding.
Yeah.
We need an assistant where I can just say my thoughts out loud.
Social media
connoisseur.
assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need a 15-year-old.
Because I want to respond, but it's
child labor.
Yeah. Bring back child labor. They yearn for the mines. All right. For this little schmorg seg, I have a note about Anya's episode where she talked about her guerrilla gardening, although not really guerrilla gardening.
It was
the opposite.
She was calling it ninja propagation.
Ninja propagation, which is a good name. First of all, before I even get to it, people loved Enya's episode. So good job, Enya. I just want to say you did an amazing job. We've gotten a lot of good feedback.
Yeah.
People are really relating to your episode and really enjoying what you had to say.
You know who's Enya's #1 fan?
Is it Susan?
No, it's Christopher.
Oh, Christopher loves.
Cannot stop talking about Enya.
They're very similar in some ways.
So similar. He's like, I'll come home and he's like, I just had the greatest conversation with Enya and I need to tell you all about it. And he'll tell me word for word about. So Enya, it sounds like you've had some really in-depth conversations and I'm really glad that Christopher has an outlet because he doesn't get it from me. I feel really bad. I can't provide that to him.
Yeah, he needs that enrichment in his enclosure. So thank you for providing it.
He really, really enjoys your conversations and everything you post. So I appreciate it and he appreciates it.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, people were posting on the Facebook group saying they want an episode with Enya and Jamie together.
Ooh.
So, guys, I think you might have to start a podcast of your own.
I know. We have to do that.
That would be cool.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
Offshoot episode.
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, once we start our podcast production company, which will be, of course, coming soon.
Yeah, no magical thinking there.
No, it's right around the corner. Well, Kylie and I do have a dream to start a podcast production company together called Last Girls Laughing. So maybe once we start Last Girls Laughing,
sure.
We talked about being the last girls laughing at a sleepover. You know, when it's like everyone else has gone to bed and you're still the two ones that are like tee like in the corner and you're not going to bed. Last girls laughing.
I'm always the first to sleep.
I know you are.
Yeah.
You are not a last girl laughing.
I'm
so might have to kick you
girl
off.
Sleeping.
Yes, you are first girl sleeping.
That's my podcast company.
Yeah, you start your own called First Girl Sleeping. And Kylie and I will start Last Girls Laughing.
I wasn't invited to too many sleepovers.
You were invited.
I was invited.
You would take the sleepovers very seriously of like sleeping. Yeah,
yes,
it's like,
it's in the name.
You sleep at the sleepover. You're not there to giggle. We're not there for fun. We have a goal.
I've got to get up in the morning.
Yeah. I need my sleep.
I need to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It'd be like me and Mo.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mo.
Asleep.
She was also
and
first.
Gracie and I would be fucking around. And Haley, be fucking around.
Yeah.
Staying up way too late.
It just wasn't for me, I guess.
Especially me and Haley if we were sleeping at Laura's house.
Oh, yeah.
We'd really be.
Getting into the cabinets.
Begging for bread in the night.
Put like locks on the doors every time you come
out. Get them out of here. Playing in Laura's room. Yeah. Okay, back to Enya. So, anyways, people loved your episode, Enya.
Well, they both had great episodes. I love their episodes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Jamie, people loved your episodes as well.
Yeah, I think it was really, every time I have I always talk about what we record at work. And I'm always like, every time we have a guest, I'm like, we just recorded with the most amazing person. And the surgeon I work with just pointed out, he's like, you always say that. And I was like, well, we have a lot of amazing listeners.
We do. Everyone's
guests.
Amazing. Yeah.
So.
If they're not amazing, we're not going to interview you.
Right.
And that doesn't mean if we haven't interviewed you, you're not amazing. We have a list about a mile and a half long.
Quite a bit of
We've told way too many people we're going to interview them.
Everybody I meet, I'm like, you have to come on.
Yes. I've told so many people.
I'm like,
in my mind, I'm like, yeah, in like a year or two when we get to you. But I'm sure to them, they're like, oh, they haven't contacted me yet. It's been a week.
I'm like, it's going to happen. Let me adjust my schedule.
Yeah.
As if I have any control over that.
Thinking. Okay, so back to Ninja Propagation.
Yeah.
Our listener, Noah Lindsay. Lindsay's her middle name, she told us. It's just Noah. But I'm going to continue to call her Noah Lindsay because it rolls off the tongue. She's one of those people. You got to say Noah Lindsay.
Yeah.
You know? She said what Enya is doing is called prop lifting. Like shoplifting, but for propagations. I thought she made it up, but no, apparently it's like a real term.
Thing.
Noah, I was ready to give you full credit, man. I was going to be like, Noah Lindsay came up with this term. But she told me no, it's a term, but yeah.
That's great.
Prop lifting?
Prop lifting.
Like shoplifting.
That's really funny.
Clever.
Kind of makes it seem like it's a bad thing, but I fully support this.
I mean, I guess technically you are taking stuff, but it's like stealing from a big chain. If it's a chain, it's free reign, you know?
Right.
So it's like, slip that little thing in your pocket at Walmart.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Who cares?
They can take the hit. Just don't get caught.
They'll be okay.
They'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like prop lifting is the same thing.
We don't support shoplifting
I do.
On this podcast.
I do.
Don't commit crimes.
Unless they're small.
Be a good citizen.
Commit them against big corporations.
Time
theft, wage theft is the biggest white collar crime committed in this country. So you gotta steal. You gotta steal your time and money back by putting things in your pockets. Put them in your pockets.
Don't commit crimes.
Put them in your pockets.
Don't commit crimes.
Stuff them in your pockets.
Please.
Put them in your purse. Stuff them in your mouth. Put them in your shoes.
Don't listen to her.
Down your pants.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Cannot tell the public to commit crimes.
I am feeling silly today.
You are.
I'm on one. I'm not on anything. I'm just on one.
You're just
tea.
It must be the tea.
You know what? I had one of those bastardized yerba mate energy drinks this morning.
Yeah.
I bet that's
is that what it is?
I feel like a hamster on a wheel. I need to go take a lap. I need to go crawl in the yard.
Yeah. Gotta get that energy
No,
out.
this energy's good. You guys like it and appreciate it. So you're glad I'm like this and you're enjoying this episode. All right, on to the next segment. We got a message from Lisa on Facebook. She made a post saying, Had to pause episode 66 to respond about can tabs. So this must have been one of Jamie's
This is
episodes.
Jamie's episode when she was saying, "Do you clean the gutters out of your cans?"
Yeah, dirty. She said, generally, I open the can all the way. However, I have been known to half open a can if I want to just take tiny sips. You know, when you are in a tiny kind of mood. I do know, Lisa. I really do.
Yeah, I do.
I know exactly.
I
do that too.
real hard.
Yep. I like when, just like little baby sips. She said, but gutters must always be empty. Totally agree. If I fidget nervously, I may accidentally break the tab off all the way. Yep, I do that too.
Yeah.
But then it bothers me for the entire drinking experience. Yeah. As I start to try and run my finger on the now sharp edge. Clearly a no-no. Yep, I do that. I do that exact same thing.
If the tab comes off, I put it in glass.
That's a good idea. But sometimes you can't.
I don't want to risk it.
If I'm in a social setting and I have a can, I will be fidgeting with that tab until it breaks off.
Tetanus is a real problem.
Get a shot. You'll be fine. As for spinning the tab backward, it's totally a hack for drinking a can with a straw. You know how bubbles sometimes force your straw up and out of the can? Spin the tab around over the hole and put your straw through the tab. The tab grips the straw and stops it from escaping. Boom. Genius.
Wow.
Good life hack. I know what you mean when it like pushes it up, floats
for sure.
Floats out of there.
Your straw's too light. It can't handle the bubbles.
I guess I've seen people do that now that you say that, Lisa, but I never thought to do it myself.
Yeah.
And I never really thought about why you would need to do that, but you're right. It's so the straw doesn't get pushed up.
I feel like
keep it stable.
See it in my mind, like other people doing it.
Yeah, right?
But I've never done it before.
It's like, oh, isn't that a fun little thing they're doing? But I never thought about the practicalities behind it.
Right.
So that's a good idea.
I also drink from like reusable straws, which are usually heavier, like either the silicone or the metal ones.
Oh yeah, probably couldn't do that.
So they don't lift up with the bubbles.
Yeah.
So
a nice heavy straw.
Nice heavy straw.
Can we talk about paper straws for a second?
What the fuck uses paper straw?
What the fuck?
I feel like
it's propaganda by the corporations to make it seem like the environment is our personal problem when
not.
No. Using paper straws is not saving anyone. It's fucking
like
propaganda.
3 major companies that are creating, including big agriculture, oil, and I forget the other one. Probably tech now with all the lithium mines happening.
Yeah, exactly. But what's going on in the Congo? Slave labor.
I know. And then, yeah. I hate paper straws.
So
to answer your question.
It's like greenwashing, where they're like, but look at your, look at your footprint, your carbon footprint.
Yeah,
it's like,
buy
no.
this because it's cardboard.
Exactly. Like, that's not doing anything. It's all performative on their part and then on our part to act like we're holier than thou because we're using a fucking paper straw. First of all, I know this is a minor aspect of disability, but sensory-wise, I literally cannot use those straws because of my sensory needs.
They're like,
even just the idea of paper, it hurts my teeth
and then
to
they
think
kind
about.
of like melt halfway through, so then you're just eating paper.
I literally cannot have that texture of that paper on my teeth, so I can't use them. And also, you also have to think about when it comes to straws, people who have, swallowing disabilities, anything to do with like suction. First of all, if they have to use a straw to drink because they can't use their hands for any reason, they often need a certain level of suction that a plastic straw provides that paper straws
do
not.
Like, tension. Yeah.
Yes.
I
so
feel
it's like
you have to suck way harder with a paper straw.
And yes, and
for
if
not much output.
And if you have like a, sucking problem, I should have a more specific term. I was a speech
pathologist.
Make
enough suction with your mouth parts.
Yes, mouth parts, yes. Yeah, you can't get the right suction, the right closure, lip closure on the straw.
I think we should just ban
drink
paper straws.
Yeah, they're the real problem.
The real problem here. Forget climate change.
Yeah.
It's paper straws that are the problem.
Yes, they are the real problem.
The economy.
Yeah.
And the sucking business.
Yeah, the sucking business.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. No, that's it. That's all I had to talk about. I do too.
I'd rather
They're
just
scourge
go without.
on our world.
It's like creating more problems to a problem.
Yes, it's not really a problem to begin with. Like, you saw one picture of a turtle with a straw up his nose. That sucks. But you know what sucks more is climate change.
Yeah, or the giant
ocean
Pacific garbage pile that's floating around the ocean. Yeah,
that's a problem.
Size of Rhode Island.
Rising tides, inclement weather, lots of rain. So it's sad that a turtle has a straw stuck up his nose, but that's the smallest of our problems, and it's not on the individuals. And that's your straw rant for the day.
Yeah, we really got off topic there.
All right. Well, this is a bagel bite, so the whole thing's off topic.
Yeah.
All right. And to wrap it up, since this is a bagel bite.
Oh, yeah.
And look at it. Look at us.
Look
We're
at
kind of
us
keeping it
being
pretty
on
short.
time.
Look at me.
Well, we're not done yet, so don't.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Don't jinx us.
Because then this will take 20 minutes.
Okay.
My final thing, we got a wonderful listener email
Ooh.
from Bianca Bastoni.
Bianca Bastoni. Yes.
This is one of those things where she emailed us like over a month ago.
Yep.
And I should have just responded right away because I'm sure she's like freaking out, like, oh, they hated my email.
They didn't like it.
But no, it was like, oh, I'll just respond in the bagel bite and she'll hear our response in the bagel bite. And then we didn't do that for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
So we just haven't said anything to her. So I'm sorry, Bianca Bastoni.
We love you.
We love you and appreciate you. Thank you for writing in. It's not you, it's us. Just so you guys know the behind the scenes, that's the really smooth thought process that's going on back here. So I was like, oh, I'll just say thank you in a bagel bite. And then here we are.
And then it never happens.
Yep,
but now it's happening.
It's happening,
baby.
It's happening. It's happening. All right. Bianca Bastoni says, thank you for keeping me going. And thank you for helping me to understand myself. Oh. She said, hi, Kristin and Grace. I've had this email sitting in my drafts folder since March, LOL. The reason being that I wanted to write the perfect email and make sure it expresses my gratitude properly.
Oh.
Now I'm trying to take care of some life admin tasks and it's bothering me to have a draft sitting in my emails, so I'm forcing myself to finish writing this email without overanalyzing what I write. Yay, good job, little Plish.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I can't believe you actually sent this. That
I know.
really is
this
such an
is like
accomplishment.
such a well thought out email.
Bianca, way to follow through.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
We are proud of you. All right, she says, I have been listening to your podcast since late last year after being diagnosed with ADHD at age 37.
Yeah,
and
congrats.
I have loved every minute of it. I know,
Aw.
Congratulations on getting diagnosed.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, it really is. You have given me the words that I needed to be able to express my thoughts and feelings and the insight to understand them.
Aw.
You have given me the permission I felt I needed to be the weird and quirky creature that I am and the encouragement to celebrate this part of me. Oh, that's
This
very
is
meaningful.
Really, really thoughtful.
I know. I love whenever we can encourage people to be weirder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, that's my goal.
Yeah, why be
you know?
normal?
Yeah, when you can be like this.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want anything different? Why wouldn't you want to be like this?
Right.
It's fun for us. You held me through my 11-year-old daughter's ADHD and autism assessment and diagnosis and helped her discover the joy and fun of being different and loving that it is a part of her mother, too. Oh, look at that. That is a nice mother-daughter bonding thing, you know, to be like, hey, I'm like that, too.
We got to stop swearing on this podcast. There's too many kids.
I know. Or at least be less filthy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Sorry, kids.
But also, that's difficult.
You know,
you got to
it's
learn a
probably-
hard lesson.
Yeah.
No, we'll be better. All right. When I played the Bagel Bite number 19 Ode to Bernie episode while driving my daughter to school and heard you give me a shout out, both of us had our jaws drop and she laughed her head off at my fangirl moment of excitement. Yay, that's so exciting. When we were...
As we're like screaming her name.
Bianca Bastoni.
Bianca Bastoni.
I hope you're Italian, Bianca.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
Maybe she married into an Italian family.
Yeah. Let us know.
Okay.
I'm going to keep saying your name like that regardless.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't matter. It's already in my head. I can't say it any other way.
You're Italian. You're very Italian in our hearts and our heads. She says, about her daughter, she has enjoyed hearing your stories too. And yes, she is a child and there will be other children hearing you too. Don't
soon.
tell us that. But please don't have that in your mind and censor yourselves.
Oh.
Because I believe these kids have a greater receptivity to straight talk and probably listen better when swearing is involved. All right. So we have a mother's permission.
Permission granted. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, now swear all the way.
Exactly.
Fuck.
We've got free reign. Bianca says so. Guess we have to. Sorry.
Guess we have to.
It's for the children, Kristin.
Yeah.
We must swear for the children. For the sake of the children. I want you to think of the children.
Yeah.
All right. She says, now I'm in the middle of my own ASD assessment, and wow, I am learning so much, as are my family. I am being kinder to myself and more understanding of all three of my children. They have all been diagnosed with ASD and 2 with ADHD, so it's a lot.
That is
Yay.
a lot. That's
Yeah.
first of all, it's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And
Just in general.
yeah. And that is a lot to not only like take care of those kids, but also to kind of take care of yourself. I just like give her so much credit for taking the time to understand not only herself but her children. That way, you can relate to them. And what a great mom you must be.
Yeah.
Your kids are really lucky to have you, Bianca.
Oh, they are. Yeah, I feel like it totally changes the trajectory of your children's lives if you can learn about your own neurodivergence. And it really just gives you this whole new level of understanding
down to your kids.
Yeah, so really it's your fault.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's not your fault because it's not a bad thing. But, yeah, it is nice that you can understand that about yourself and therefore understand them better and help them understand themselves better as well. You're breaking probably generational trauma, generational curses.
Yeah.
Of, it's just what a whole new level of connection that you have with your kids when you can have that understanding.
Exactly.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And I hope your autism assessment went well, Bianca.
Yeah, give us an update.
Yeah, if you please. And then you'll hear from us a month and a half later after that. Yeah, but I really want to hear about your autism assessment. I'm guessing if you went in for one, you probably have it.
People don't usually go in for those. They're like, nah, you're normal.
Yeah.
Ian
has literally asked me one single time. He was like, do you think I could be autistic? And I was like, no. He's like, okay. And that's the extent that he's never
looked into it.
No, never ever. Because he just doesn't, he doesn't feel like he connects with any of that stuff. He doesn't have these open questions or ADHD, but there's got to be something else. He's just like, I don't relate to that stuff at all. So I feel like if you're questioning it about yourself, chances are you got it, or it's trauma or something, but something's going on.
If you could write it, if you don't mind sharing about your experience, I would love to hear from that.
Yes, whether it's, to share on the podcast or just with us personally.
A little secret among friends.
Yeah.
Whatever you would like.
Pizza secret among friends. All right, she ends it with, thank you again from the bottom of my weird little heart, Bianca Bastoni, in parentheses, BB. So I think we're calling her BB because we're fucking weird.
We make up too many nicknames for everyone.
Yeah. And she also said, I really miss the kazoo and the I'm Just Quirky song, and this is who I am now. There it is.
We're bringing the kazoo back.
Just for you.
Don't worry. Just for you.
Just for you. All right. And that is it. Look at me. 30 minutes.
I'm proud of you.
World record.
Look at this. The quickest bagel bite we've ever done. It's actually an on-time bagel bite.
Yeah.
Wow.
So let's drag it out for a few more minutes. Congratulate ourselves.
Pat on the back to you. Pat on the back to me. Pat on the back to the listeners.
Yes. Thank you guys for writing in.
Thanks for listening and just being a part of the
community.
Community. Yes. Thank you.
That's the word you want.
Got a little stut going on.
Little stut. Yeah. Thank you guys for your continued support. And
we love you.
We love you.
We cherish your emails, even though if we don't get back to you on time.
Yes. Just know that they are in our hearts and it's nothing you have done wrong. You didn't say something stupid. Your letter is perfect the way it is. So just send it now. If you got one in your drafts, there's a good thing to say. Take a cue from Bianca Bastoni.
Bianca Bastoni.
Have the courage to just send it. Yeah, old BB.
Not old.
Young BB.
Young BB.
She's young BB.
Regularly aged BB.
Yes, of average age BB should inspire you to just send your own letters. It doesn't need to be perfect. And we will cherish them. And we want them. We want them.
Yeah.
So give them.
Get them.
Give them to us.
Send them emails.
All right, we're doing exactly what we said we would do. We're dragging it out.
You were like, where can I find more Weirds of a Feather?
Please, I need more of this.
I need more of this.
Not enough.
You can email us, as said earlier, at weirdsofafeather@gmail.com. You can go on our Facebook group at Weirds of a Feather. You can find us on Instagram where we have polls and other things. And
you can buy us a coffee.
Yes, I was missing one.
At ko-fi.com/weirdsofafeather. And that money just goes right into the podcast to keep this high quality content coming into your ears. And
there you go.
Don't you want that? Yeah. All right. And that's it. Nice and short and sweet. And we'll see you next week with a regular long episode. Don't you worry. All right. Squawk it out.
What was the one we did the other day? It was no.
That was one.
That was
the fart one.
That's the fart one, yeah.
right, see ya.